So just a quick video of the Photon Sound Beam Complete in operation. Don't forget to drink a large cup of water before you use it, and before and after using it. Now I make sure that the Wi-Fi is off, computers off, phones are on airplane mode, so there's no interference with it in operation. So the first thing you would do is make sure the intensity dial's off before you turn it on. Choose whatever program you're going to use, and it's always good to have the dwell and delay on 0 and 0 also. It's good practice to just get used to it in that position. So we turned it on. You got your light there to indicate that we're on. You'd go put your dwell and delay on the numbers that you prefer. I usually leave it at 2 and 1. And program, whatever program you want to use, set it on that program. And now you're ready to turn up the intensity dial. Now, as you can see, the sound probe's actually already, it's on, it's working. So the sound probe is separate from your intensity dial. The intensity dial is for your plasma tubes. So we turn up the intensity dial when you're ready to use it. You got to just make sure your cords aren't crossing each other, and they're not touching any of these buttons on the unit. And I found it easiest to use it this way. I just put a chair here and sit in front of it and use it that way. Now the Photon Sound Beam Complete, it's basically a combination, a few machines in one, a combination of Tesla, Rife, Flakovsky technology. And the tubes are obviously direct contact treatment, and the sound probe is indirect treatment. I usually use it about 3 times a week. I just bought it for general maintenance use, and 30-minute sessions at a time. And also to make sure that this is actually working, that it's actually emitting radio frequency, you can set your radio to 108 megahertz, and you'll actually hear the radio pulse, the signal pulse with the pulses of the sound probe. So let's go ahead and turn this on. So you turn it up to whatever intensity you want, but obviously you'd start with a lower intensity, 3 or 4, and then I've used it about 6 times now, so I've put it up to 8 so far. You'll find obviously that some, depending what program you're on, you might need to put it at 10, and other programs you can put it at less because the frequencies come out stronger. Some frequencies are stronger than others. Watch my first video if you want more info on all that and other things that I'm mentioning at the moment on the dwell and delay, and just the options you can choose. And so we've got the tubes. One's a purple color, one's more of a bluish color, and as you can see, There you go. And your sound probe there, the LED, the infrared lights on the sound probe. You would use you would face that side to your body. The sound probe's got to be close to your body. Basically touching your body. And if you're using the infrared, it's got to be touching onto your skin, no clothing in between. But you can also use this during the night. You can put it under your pillow as like a room broadcast indirect treatment. And the other thing, with the tubes, you can look. I've had a Photon Sound Beam 8 in the past, and I used to, from memory, it was a while ago, but from memory, I used to use it around the same intensity, around 3/4 to a bit more. And so far, I've used this, the highest I've gone, and this is 8. And from what I can feel, it's very similar. I can't say one's more stronger than the other, to be honest, but it was a while ago that I used it. But it wouldn't be that much of a difference, noticeable difference. Otherwise, I do remember I've had it at 3/4 of the way, the Photon Sound Beam 8, and I can easily hold this at 3/4 of the way on any program. So yeah, I'd say strength-wise with the plasma tubes, it'll be very similar to the Photon Sound Beam 8. Now the Photon Sound Beam 12, I don't know, I've never used it. But yeah, that's the Photon Sound Beam Complete in operation.